after what you've done with the Mets and now the Dodgers. Do you feel like you're reaching what you guys are capable of over the season?
Yeah, playing good baseball. You know, been working all year, to get better and try to strive for something. And, we've had glimpses of it all year and, definitely, getting it all clicking at the same time, has helped for sure. And I think, whenever it's postseason baseball, everyone has one goal, is to win. Whenever you have that and everything clicking at the same time, it's dangerous. So, we have a lot of guys that are, taking over and helping us get to where we want to get to. And, whenever all 26 guys are contributing to a team, that makes it dangerous.
It seemed like you guys were the underdogs going into the Mets series and the Dodgers series. And how much of that was a motivating factor for you guys? And now that you have the home field advantage and going against another wild card entrant, do you have to change the mindset at all?
Yeah, I mean, definitely home field is always huge. So, playing in front of the crowd, especially after we saw what happened this weekend, how the crowd and the city was behind us, it's definitely going to be huge for us going into Game 1 and Game 2. So, that's always a bonus. And, ultimately it's just going out there and playing our baseball. I think, we could play our best baseball, our Padre baseball, the way we've been playing, and not really worry about anything else. Is go out there and just compete. I think that's the mindset going into this series. We're playing against a good team, so it's just about going out there and just staying focused and staying in the game and taking it day by day.
Over here on the left, Bryce.
Manny, the Dodgers have been such an enormous obstacle to this organization for a while. Now that you guys have put them in the rearview mirror in the postseason, is it difficult in any way to kind of hit the reset button and focus on the Phillies and not kind of have a Dodger hangover or whatever you would call it?
I think as a group, I think we all enjoyed that night. Obviously, beating one of the best teams in baseball. You soak it all in, you enjoy it. And then once Saturday was over, focus was on to the next. We gotta, stay focused on what the real goal is, and is to bring a championship to the city. And I don't think any of us are losing that focus. I think we're gonna go out there and compete, and we're gonna keep doing what we got to do every single inning. I think as a group, we take it inning by inning, out by out, and whatever happens after 27 outs happens. But we got to focus on that one out, one inning at a time.
I know you guys don't probably care about what's being discussed nationally on topics like this, but there's discussion that the last round not being 7 games was potentially unfair to some of the 100-win teams. What are your thoughts on some of that discussion?
I don't get into politics, so I stay away from that. I have no idea what they're talking about, if that's even being spoken about. I think, we've been playing baseball for, over 100 years. It's been the same system going on. Obviously, we added it a little bit this year with the wild card, making it 3. But it's always been 5, 7, 7. So, I mean, I don't get into politics, so that's all I know.
Down here, Juan, in front row.
Manny, after seeing kind of what it meant to the city when you guys went on Saturday and seeing how much it got behind you, those 2 games in the DS, was that kind of what you envisioned when you signed here in 2019?
Yeah, I mean, San Diego's always drawn great crowds. I mean, it's been one of the top ballparks, for years. Attendance-wise, one of the most exciting ballparks to visit. So. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that was missing was just winning some ball games and taking a team to a postseason and, getting deep into October. So, here we are. I think the city got a little taste of it a couple years ago. Obviously, they weren't able to come and watch it live, but they did this past weekend, and it showed. I mean, they brought the energy every single night, and we fed off of that. Especially late into that Game 4 game. So, we're going to need them to continue doing that, and we're just going to enjoy it. I think the city's enjoyed it. The city's enjoyed this whole weekend, and now it's on to the next one, which is trying to bring a championship back to the West in San Diego, and trying to bring a World Series title to the city.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, AJ.
Manny, you're going up against the guy. You're going against a guy you know pretty well, in Bryce Harper. You both signed in 2019, and kind of the same kind of process. What do you remember about kind of following along with maybe what he and you were going through some similar things? And is it cool to kind of see both those projects and those signings come to fruition in this series?
Yeah, I mean, we've been linked since we got drafted, even before. So, we've gone way back, and obviously, then I got signed with Baltimore, and he was with DC, so we're right up the road. We played against each other for a long time, and then leading up to free agency, we're the two top free agents, and he went to a city that wanted to bring a championship back, and I went to a city that's never won a championship. So here we are, a couple years later. We've done that to the organizations, and we've helped the organizations out big time. So it's going to be fun. He brings that energy. He's one of the best players in the game, and I think honestly we got the two best teams going up against each other, and it's gonna be a fun week for sure.
Okay, we're going to go far right, Tom.
If you could look back to that free agency, what factored into your decision, and has it worked out how you thought it would back then? And what may have been different that you couldn't have known?
Where are we at? NLCS? I think it worked out pretty good, right? So far. I mean, this has been the vision all along. I think, going back to the meeting when I sat down with AJ and, he convinced me to come over here, I saw the vision. I saw what he had and, what this organization meant. Obviously, the city was one of the best cities in the country, and, one of the most beautiful ballparks all across the nation. And, it was a matter of coming out here and trying to do something special. And here we are today. We fell short last time. Now we're here, and now it's a matter of just going out there and competing and leaving it all out there. So, the city's just by seeing the city and how the city reacted over, especially in 2020. I think that was the biggest one when we made the postseason, and they weren't able to be here, and we were driving home. We're seeing everyone out in the streets, and they're going crazy. So that was seeing that was huge, and they weren't even able to be a part of it. And now here they are. You saw how the weekend was. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, what they've done and what they bring to the city, and we feed off of that as a team. So, it's been awesome. That's all. I mean, that's you can't really say much more than that.
Okay, we're going to take two more in English and a couple in Spanish. We're going to go over here to Tyler on the left.
Manny, after that 2020 season, they went out and got Yu Darvish and Blake Snell and Joe Musgrove, 3 trades. What were you expecting? Were you expecting any of that? And what was that like to add 3, pretty prominent high-level starters in trades in one offseason? Yeah,
I mean, we fell short, obviously, and I think that was one of the reasons why we didn't have no pitching that year. Obviously we got a couple guys that got hurt. So I mean that was the biggest need for the ball club, and I think AJ's he's never been shy on going out there and trying to improve the team in whatever way we can. We had a young group of guys who contributed that year and were a big part of what we did offensively, and our biggest need was pitching, and he went out there and did that and reinforced our team. Obviously, we fell short the next year, and but we bounced back this year, and we came up, and we all played together as a group, and we made the best of it. So, AJ's never been one to shy away from making his ball club better, and he did that as well this year again with bringing in Hader and Josh and Drury and Soto. So, I mean, it's a matter of winning. I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal is bringing it. Like I said again, it's bringing a championship to the city, and whatever you have to do that and put that ball club out there. AJ's going to go out there and do it, and that's also factors in Peter buying into it. I think Peter hasn't shied away on wanting to bring this to the city, and I don't think anyone wants it more than him and his family. So. We're just one step closer.
Okay, far left here, Scott.
Manny, I wonder what you remember about the day that you spent in Philadelphia during your free agency period, and
if at any point during that time, those months, if you ever thought you might be a Philly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, free agency, you're always, your options are always open. I think that's the beauty of being a free agent is you get to explore, you get to see everything, and you kind of get to see the board. So yeah, definitely they definitely treated me well there when I went there, and it was a great time, and it was definitely an interesting off season for sure for all of us. I think that's one thing that. Signing in February 21st and Harper, a couple weeks after that, I think top 2 free agents shouldn't be signing that late. I tell you that. I don't think that's right for organization. I don't think that's right for baseball. But it is what it is. So, looking forward to going out there and playing this week for sure.
Okay, we're going to go straight in the back there on the right.
¿Qué tal, Manny? Buenas tardes. Soy Elías Aguad de Univisión San Diego. ¿Qué tanto los ha motivado como equipo, Manny, el que no hubieran sido favoritos en las 2 series pasadas como equipo? ¿Qué tanto los motivó? Y el mensaje para la padremanía que se está viviendo tanto en Tijuana como acá en San Diego y en toda la región. Gracias.
Sí, siempre nos están dando el apoyo. Nosotros jugamos por los fanáticos de nosotros latinos, especialmente aquí, jugando aquí, que está cerca México. ¿Sabes? Nosotros vamos a seguir jugando el juego que nosotros sabemos jugar. Al final del día tenemos que tratar de sacar 27 outs y no tratar de hacer demasiado, pero jugar el juego de nosotros. So, vamos a seguir haciendo eso en esta serie también.
¿Y el que no hayan sido favoritos, qué tanto los motivó?
Nosotros no miramos eso. Nosotros queremos jugar la pelota de nosotros. ¿Sabes? Si nosotros jugamos como nosotros sabemos jugar, yo creo que eso es todo lo que nos importa a nosotros.
Okay, we're going to go down here in the front.
Felicidades, Manny. Carlos Álvarez, de Fox Deportes. Manny, ¿qué tanto significa el que hayan pasado a la serie de campeonato derrotando un equipo que le había dado tanto dolor de cabeza a los Padres de San Diego como los Dodgers de Los Ángeles?
Sí, estando aquí, primeramente, ¿sabes? Es un honor. Nosotros no, ¿sabes? La meta de nosotros es sprint training, es llegar a una serie mundial. Estamos un paso más cerca. Le ganamos dos equipos buenos, entre los Mets y los Dodgers. Uno de los mejores equipos en pelota. So, nosotros lo que sabemos hacer es jugar pelota, ¿sabes? Disfrutar del momento. Sé que nosotros no jugamos tan bien en la temporada contra ellos, pero al final del día es tratar de ganar los 3 juegos que teníamos que ganar y nosotros hicimos eso primero.
También es la segunda vez en tu carrera que llega a la serie de campeonato. ¿Qué tan diferente es el Manny de ahora con este equipo de San Diego al Manny del 2018 cuando estabas participando con los Dodgers de Los Ángeles? Ahora que eres uno de los líderes de este equipo.
Sí, en ese tiempo yo fui, ¿sabes? Como parte del equipo, nada más, ¿sabes? Y ahora es diferente, ahora soy uno de la cara de la organización. Estaba aquí, ¿sabes? Ya llevo 4 años aquí con el mismo grupo. ¿Sabes? Esto se siente más especial, ¿sabes? Estar aquí, nosotros... Cuando tú estás en sprint training todos los años, tú siempre entras y trabajas con los muchachos, siempre empiezas a notar qué es lo que quieren ellos, qué es la meta del equipo todos los años. So, este año nosotros teníamos el ánimo eso para llegar aquí. Entramos, no lo hicimos el año pasado, yo creo que eso nos dio un poquito más de motivación para nosotros para llegar aquí hoy. So, como equipo, ¿sabes? Se siente más especial que esos años.
Thank you a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.